Hello again, good afternoon and welcome to Business. My name is Sandra Esnamapeno. The African Center for Energy Policy, ACEP, has renewed calls on governments to make oil and gas annual report disability friendly. Executive Director of ACEP, Benjamin Boachi, made the call after launching the Braille version of the report by the Ghana Extractive Industry Transparency Initiative in Accra.
ACEP has been working on the extractive sector issues for some time, and we have been analyzing government policies, proposing policies and programs, and then also analyzing government expenditure, the results of our extraction of our resources. And what we recognize lately is that the physically challenged are not being considered or mainstreamed in the way we spend the money, and also putting out information for them to be part of the discussion on how revenues are used, even for example. So what we decided to do is to mainstream inclusiveness into our work, provide information for the physically challenged, particularly the blind, who were almost obviously cut out as far as the discussion in the extractive sector is concerned. So we decided to transcribe the EICR report, which is an initiative that government has subscribed to report on revenues and how we use extractive revenues. But the physically challenged, the blind, never read the report. So we thought that it was time for us to start transcribing that report into Braille so that they can also read. But I must say that this is just the beginning of the things that we want to do as far as disability is concerned. We want to ensure that every revenue spent has a mindset of ensuring that the disabled is included. Because if you check the Sustainable Development Goals, it mainstreams disability. So you cannot achieve one without thinking about the disabled person. So we want to ensure that whatever this country is doing, whatever money we are spending, we think about the disabled person. If we are building a school, how can we ensure that they can easily access the classrooms, so that they don't have to wait? We have been to schools where you get there and a disabled person is standing at the base of the stairs waiting for somebody to lift him up, and that is unacceptable.
The Trades Union Congress said it is confident that government has all it takes to meet the revenue target in the 2019 budget if it goes according to plan. Deputy Secretary of the TUC, Joshua Ansah, tells Joy Business at the sideline of a post-budget forum in Accra that equipping the Ghana revenue will make it easier for them to meet the revenue target for the year.
Government's revenue target for 2019 is about 58 billion cedis, up from the 46.8 billion cedis for 2018. The Trades Union Congress believes the decision by government to enhance revenue collection through implementation of programs like the Tax Identification Number System is laudable. According to the TUC, if government finds more innovative ways to resource the Ghana Revenue Authority and provide staff with all the necessary logistics, the 2019 target can be met. Deputy General Secretary of the TUC, Joshua Ansah, spoke to Joy Business on the sidelines of a post-budget forum here in Accra.
I believe that it depends on self-discipline. We must discipline our expenses, we must discipline our policies, we must be up and doing. When we enact policies, we should follow that policy to the letter and ensure that the right things are done. It is time that the government raise the whip against any irregularity or anything that is tantamount for corporate acts. If you do that, I think we can manage this country with no help from anywhere.
What about the fiscal targets? Do you think government have all it takes to meet the target?
If you really resources the revenue collecting agencies, they'll be able to do that. We have a lot of graduates outside there. If you think the number of employees in this sector are too small, please engage them. Let them go out there and they will be able to get whatever target that has been set for us.
Meanwhile, the TUC is urging government to institute measures to improve fiscal discipline in the public service to avoid Ghana going back to the IMF.
It's something that we have come for many years ago. So we were happy to hear that at long last, the exiting from the IMF programs has been captured by the 2019 budget, because IMF has never, for us as Labour, think that IMF program has never helped us in any way. It has rather deteriorated and made people worse, especially workers. In cases where there's a ban in the employing people, it's a very negative thing that government today, government tomorrow, and yesterday have done. But we are happy that we are exiting from the IMF. But once we are exiting from IMF, we must also be very conscious about discipline about ourselves. Because I think IMF always come in when they see that the country is indisciplined. But I'm surprised that you are for your own country, you have your own resources, and you can't discipline yourself unless somebody come to shape you to do ABCD, which has not helped us. So
the Organized Labour Post-Budget Policy Forum is organized with support from the Frederick Ebert Stiftung.
All right, so thanks so much for your time this afternoon, but do make a date with Emmanuel Abuajiri at 1 for the marketplace for more business updates. My name is Sandra Isanapenu. Thanks for watching.